Hello, BuffaCorns. Wonderful to see you in the middle of the year. Almost post-pandemic, not quite, but we're getting there. But welcome to our SporkDAO kickoff party, June 11th, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. We did this in the middle of the day so our friends in Europe could attend. Our friends around the globe could attend. So it's not like evening time in Denver, which is usually pretty tough for everybody else. So if you don't know me, I'm John Paller. I'm the executive steward of ETH Denver. And we are going to talk a lot about today about SporkDAO because there's a ton of questions about it. We did announce SporkDAO at ETH Denver 2021, but there's still lots of questions like, what exactly is this? How is it going to work? How do I participate? What's this SPORK thing that like I've been hearing about? So today is an explainer for that. So if you're not watching live, this video will be shared in our social media channels all over the place. You'll be able to find it at ethdenver.com to get a refresher. In addition, we are looking for your active participation in our global community. So with that, I'm going to jump in. Excuse me, I've been preparing for this and I'm a little bit rough this morning. But anyway, we will just keep motoring through this and we'll keep on track. So this is the official kickoff of this SporkDAO launch party. Now, this is not the end. This is not the end all be all. So this 20 minutes or so that we're going to spend today together is just the beginning. Throughout the next 2 weeks, you're going to see rare NFT drops. You're going to see art drops. You're going to see alpha leaks. You're going to see all sorts of stuff coming from our social media channels. So pay attention. In addition, you're going to be seeing leaks from our partners at MetaFactory and Unique One and other partners throughout the Ether space. So be very vigilant in your witnessing of the beauty that is about to express itself in the form of SporkDAO. So with that, I'm going to jump into a quick presentation to give you the high level. And so if you want to share my screen there or make it bigger, perfect. So coming to the next slide here, I'm going to just move myself over here. Welcome to SporkDAO. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this character here in just a second. But before I do, I want to just reiterate the purpose of what this is and why we're doing it. So the purpose of SporkDAO is really to continue the legacy of ETH Denver. Now, ETH Denver up to this point, whether you knew it or not, was a rather centralized entity. It wasn't really community owned. It's not community owned. It's you could say for profit, not that we've ever made any profits per se. It's a very difficult thing to sustain because every year, most of the resources that we get from sponsorships go into the event production itself. So the purpose is to really build a sustainable ecosystem, a sustainable community in two goals: to build Colorado as a destination of choice for Web3 and blockchain innovation, and to merge the world of Colorado with the decentralized future. And that means a lot of our friends like yourselves around the world. Now, Sporky, I'm going to come back to Sporky and tell you a little bit about him. Now, he is a cute and cuddly utensil. And if you came to the ETH Denver 2021 installation, you'll know that he is best friends with the Spork Marmot. Now, the instrument of choice of all BuffaCorns in the SporkDAO is the Spork. The Spork is a versatile utensil. It's the most versatile utensil known to mankind. And Sporky is the global ambassador of SPORK, our community token. Now, there's 4 durable prongs for sustainability and utility, which are the hallmarks of our community in building the future. And now the graphic that I've got here is super small, I know, and unless you've got a 50-inch screen that you're using for your, command center, you probably won't be able to read this, which is fine. But you're going to want to go to ethdenver.com for a full-size graphic. You can kind of look at the entire waterfall and how this works. But I'm going to walk through the 4 points, the 4 prongs of the Spork here shortly to help that you better understand kind of the totality of the ETH Denver community, or I should say the SporkDAO community, and how we're going to be moving things forward as a community-owned and led organization. So the 4 prongs of the SporkDAO are ETH Denver, which is I'll explain all of these like in more detail in just a second. ETH Denver, the Colorado Gem Incubator and Technology Sandbox, BuffaCorn Ventures, and the community. So back up here, if you go to ethdenver.com and you look at the the prongs of the SPORK, you can kind of see how this kind of relates to each other. But just for high level purposes, I'm going to walk through it. So the first is ETH Denver. Now, ETH Denver is what we're known for. We're one of the biggest Ethereum events in the world. We're the biggest Web3 hackathon that's had 4 installations now. We've hosted over 40,000 people from over 100 countries. Just in 2021 alone, we hosted 31,000 people from 94 countries. And we had almost 3,000 applications accepted for BitLink. And so, I mean, it was a huge success considering the fact that we were limited in our ability to actually spend time together. We were actually weirdly able to do that because if you participated in the GamerJob VR hallway track, you actually did get to experience Virtual Castle with our sponsor booths and all of our different experiences and art galleries and yoga classes virtually and everything that you would normally experience in person. It was quite an experience. I would say I actually had about as much fun in February this year as I've had in a previous year, given all the pandemic stuff. And really, at the end of the day, the purpose of ETH Denver now and going forward is to build, build, build. So it's a community innovation festival, as we call it. Call it SPORK Fest if you'd like. But it's really where all the BuffaCorns are called to the epicenter of Colorado to come and build the decentralized future as part of the roadmap for the larger calendar of the year. The second prong of the SPORK is Colorado Jam. It's the technology sandbox and incubator. Now, you're most familiar with Colorado Jam as a track at the ETH Denver live event or virtual event. And that's going to continue, but we're expanding the role of Colorado Jam. Now, I'm going to bring into the screen here my friend, Russell Castanero from the state of Colorado. And we're going to walk through together some of the features and core components of Colorado Jam as it relates to what we're doing together here in Colorado and why this matters to everybody. Let's just make sure, I'm going to make sure that we're kind of centered on screen here. Hey,
we look
Russell,
good.
Good to see you, man.
You're a handsome guy.
Hey, now I just I get it. I learned it from watching you, man.
Oh.
So Colorado Jam, tell us a little bit about the history of this and how we got here.
Sure. So, we luckily, Governor Hickenlooper started looking into blockchain early on, set Colorado aside with having its own blockchain committee that looked into all this, very high level involvement. It then resulted in the Digital Token Act getting passed, and that was signed into law by Governor Polis. When he signed it, he did his now famous announcement that Colorado was blockchain for the win. And that really set the stage for showing that we were welcoming businesses and new ideas and new ways of approaching it, because no one really knew what was going to turn out, how it was going to turn out. In 2020 for ETH Denver, we started the Advanced Colorado track. And that was pretty cool. We got, I think we had 8 use cases, and we had our own track where we had lots of great submissions from hackers and hacker groups to provide blockchain and Web3 solutions to problems that we actually had. And then we didn't mention in here the Game Jam, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
with the lottery. And so that came a little later.
Provably Fair Gaming in partnership with Chainlink. That's
right.
Great.
That was absolutely awesome. And I think from that, we saw there was really a place for government. And so we tripled down this year with our engagement with, Governor Polis and all the stuff, the things that he did with it. And Game Jam or Colorado Jam was its separate tracks, separate items, lots of teams submitted solutions. And what was really cool about it is, we wanted to find out what blockchain could do. And really, we weren't sure what we're going to get. And that's where the digital state, what the future digital state looks like, comes in. And so what we wanted to do is use the Colorado Jam to show us what's possible. when we saw, I think it was, what was it, Real Reviews or True Reviews?
True Review.
True Review, they came out, and they had done the previous year as well, and they made an adapter that took my Colorado digital ID and turned it into a DID, right? So now this like bridges the distributed world and the centralized digital identity, which is of course nascent. But what we realized is that if what we could do is reduce friction and make those things happen, really, that's where we could probably gain the most benefit from Colorado Jam, leveraging these smart people who could really reduce that friction.
What I think is the most interesting thing about this, now, just to be clear for everybody watching, Russell works in the Office of Innovation and Technology for the governor.
That's me.
And he actually leads the digital transformation effort as it relates to becoming the first digital state, as Governor Polis announced at ETH Denver this year in February, as well as reiterated in our fireside chat that we did late last month at Consensus.
That was a good time.
So really talking about, how do we experiment? I mean, how many governors do we have that are actually willing to lay their reputations on the line to experiment with what this means to become a digital state? I mean, it's pretty much unheard of, wouldn't you say?
Well, everyone. I mean, there's a lot of states put out RFPs. What can we do with blockchain and stuff?
Right.
And that those are doomed to fail. But what's happening if you
They're doomed to procurement?
Yeah, but if you don't know what you're asking for, you can't procure for it.
Right.
But if you can experiment, and that's why with the SporkDAO and with the funding coming outside of the state working to bring these use cases and figure out where we can really make it work. That's why this can work where none of those other ones can.
Right.
Government has a problem with innovating because of procurement, because of that. We can do innovative things, but making it into a service that's repeatable, that's understandable, that's really, really hard.
So I think this is a good highlight for why the public-private partnership, the SporkDAO, with a legal wrapper of the Limited Cooperative Association, which is, again, another Colorado innovation, which carries a securities exemption and all sorts of other interesting things about, creating cooperative efforts. This actually gives the community ownership of this innovation in partnership with the state.
Yeah, and that's the coolest thing is, we all have seen these services that were put out, and federal government paid some contractor to do it, and then each state pays more for that contractor to integrate and everything. If we have solutions that are out there that are using distributed technology, Web3 technology, and they're open and available for other people to use and improve and everything, leveraging open source, this might be the first chance we have to really leverage all that innovation, all that power. I mean, heck, get Gitcoin to come sponsor, projects for state government or for federal government. I mean, that's just crazy.
I wonder if we might actually have something. I mean, Gitcoin's a Colorado company. I wonder if we have something in the works that might help fund public goods with.
Wouldn't that be cool? Cool
things that the state might be interested in. Maybe a little alpha leak there, but you might want to tune in on June 26th for our finale party, which we will be announcing the initial cohort of the Colorado Jam Incubator and Technology Sandbox, and also be giving you more clear ability and directions on how to contribute. So this is, to be clear, a community-owned technology sandbox. It's the first of its kind, to my knowledge, in the world, doing a public-private partnership as part of a digital cooperative, or a DAO with a legal wrapper, and actually having global community involvement. So please get involved. This is going to really transform the face of how governments relate to its communities, and we're very excited to see the kind of things that can come out of this.
Yeah. Everybody's excited about it in the state.
And thank you specifically to Governor Polis for being so supportive from the executive level. Without your support, there's obviously no way we'd be able to do this. So thank you for that, Governor Polis. And I know you're watching. So let's talk about BuffaCorn Ventures. So in addition to the incubator, which is really state focused, that's where the playground for innovating and experimenting with sort of use cases that are interesting to the state are going to live. There's also this sort of thing that happens with hackathons where, now that we've produced 4 installations, I've seen this front row a lot where, projects that come out of these events just don't have the resources and and ongoing support that they need. I mean, there are a few that get funding and really continue. I mean, builders in our space are very determined, but from our view, there's just not enough continuous support, number one. And number two, we've thought about a way, how do we create sustainability of value for our community? Like the way that ETH Denver is set up today, it's all a cost center. People spend marketing dollars and they come in and they get good exposure and they get to show their projects and speak about things and recruit people or build community. But from an ETH Denver standpoint, from a community standpoint, it's a rat race. I mean, it's really tough to raise the amount of money that we need to raise to run these events. For context, for transparency, it usually costs ETH Denver between $600,000 and $800,000 a year to run the event. Now that includes the bounties and prizes and everything, but it's not a cheap thing. And we'd like to see more of the sponsorship dollars go directly to the prize money like we saw this year. We just feel like it's a much better alignment of incentives. So we've got to figure out a way to create sustainability, which BuffaCorn Ventures is going to help with that, because what it's really going to do is give community grants and investments to top projects, not just at ETH Denver, but also through the ethereal space. So at other hackathons or community groups, projects will be able to come to ETH Denver and put up proposals for funding. Community members will be able to put up proposals for funding projects that they'd like to support. And those that are staking and participating in the sub-DAO of BuffaCorn Ventures will be able to allocate their interest and voting power towards different investments that the community is going to want to make. More to come on the actual governance of that. We'll talk more in depth on the 26th about some of this, and then ongoingly with the community. But again, this is about creating the circle of sustainability. So as we get sponsorships, as we get value that's being created for the community, that's also coming back to us in the form of the grants and investments that we make to the community.
And for this, it's like a lot of it is that you can do a lot more than you can do in a hackathon, right? That that's the key, is that there's only so much you can do. But when you extend that to like a big idea, that you've got a team that wants to work on it, and you've got people who want them to work on it, you connect them. I mean, that's when the rubber hits the road, right?
Well, and the other idea is, the grants and investments are really a tool we'd like to see these become tools to get people working full-time in the space. Most people are working part-time. They're sort of, moonlighting these things. They got normie jobs. They would love to work in crypto, but they don't have the means. We really want to partner also with other investment groups to support projects that we feel are really worthwhile through the process of making the transition to working in the space full-time. All right, the fourth prong of the SPORK is community. Now you'll notice that there's 5 characters here. And it all started with the BuffaCorn. BuffaCorn was the 2019 mascot. There was some foreshadowing of the BuffaCorn in 2018 with the Stewart t-shirts, but nobody really knew what it was. It wasn't part of the main stage branding. We really brought that to the forefront in 2019. But every year we've been adding characters and sort of personas. And the reason for that is because we've realized how diverse our community really is, and people relate to different kind of characters.
Yeah.
The 2022 installation will be the year of the Gwei, the year of the BuffaGwei, which is of course the rare t-shirt package that we sold at the end of ETH Denver. For updates, you got yours, I got mine. We sold out of those packages. Those will be delivered shortly to those that purchase them, and your unboxing experience is going to be existential. Now we're taking that unboxing experience to the next level. We'll talk a little bit about in the following slides why this is so important. But we introduced you to Sporky today. He's cute and cuddly. So is BuffaGwei, but in a different way. We've got the Spork Marmot, who's wildly crazy and sort of rascally. We've got the Pega BuffaCorn, who transcends all odds of flying, being almost 2 tons. And the BuffaCorn is the magical, fantastical animal who started it all, where the mix of the BuffaCorn, which is collaborative and community-based, with the magic and curiosity of the unicorn. So choose your community, and really this boils down to this is you. This is Everyone in our community is a BuffaCorn, a Spork Marmot, a Sporky. Like, who are you? Name your character. You know, just be part of the community, and there's something for everyone. So our goal with this kickoff, so to be clear, what this is between now and the 26th of June, we have a whole cadence of rare t-shirt packages, the ability to get rare engraved sporks with wearables and NFTs, original provenance art from, like, for example, the 2018 original BuffaCorn art. All of these are available for NFT, via NFT. Most of them are one-of-ones. There's different scarcity and rarity based on certain things. Our swag packages are limited between 10 to 50. There's no more of these packages that will ever be created. So I'm going to give you some links in just a minute, but like, please go check out what we've got, because really this is our way to seed the community to take this next step into the future.
Yeah, and if you know people who don't understand NFTs and stuff, this is a great thing to show them. Like, hey, here's a real world examples of people selling this stuff that they can understand. I mean, it's going to be a great opportunity. Maybe even buy your best friend who doesn't know anything about it a nice NFT.
Yep. So to keep this simple, to begin with, where I'm just going to give you a couple links here. Go to ethdenver.com. There's some big buttons that you can click. ethdenver.com/sportgallery is going to be where you can hit the cryptovoxels. You can look at all the different things that are there. There is a unique one auction site coming very soon, so keep an eye out for that. If you're looking for swag and physical IRL components, go to ethdenver.com/sporkswag. If you go there now, I'm about to show you the first drop that we're doing. The first drop that we're doing is a rare pink Spork token t-shirt. This one is a time-based release, so there's an unlimited amount that could be sold, but only between now and June 26th. You will be able to get that, and I'll show that to you in just a minute. And if you want to see our in real life art gallery, you'll be able to go to 2611 Walnut Street in the Rhino District of Denver, Wednesday through Sunday, 2 to 10 p.m., starting today. So if you're in town or if you're planning on visiting, not only can you see an identical replica of the art gallery in cryptovoxels, you'll be able to actually see the art in real life as it's seen online. So you can do both at one time. It's really cool. Now, I mentioned the initial drop. Okay, our partners at MetaFactory are gearing up for the biggest drop that they've maybe ever done. The entire SporkDAO collection will be online soon. But to keep it simple, we're releasing the pink rare Spork t-shirt. This is the original SporkDAO t-shirt. You'll be able to only purchase this through the 26th of June at 8 p.m. Now, overlapping this, coming soon, is going to be the hologram and the gold t-shirts. Different colors, different makes. The lower the amount of time that's available to purchase them, the higher the price that they are. And you'll also earn, for your patronage, Spork rewards in return. Now, just a foreshadowing, there's also going to be lots of opportunities to become a Spork whale. Anyone who spends collectively over 5.28 ETH on all of their purchases will become part of the distribution of the Spork whale pool. This means there's an additional 1% of the total supply of tokens that's being rewarded to our big spenders. Now, this particular graphic here, notice it's a new character, right? So Spork whale is also going to be a rare NFT package that there will only be 10 of these available. So you've got to check back to the store to find out when those get dropped. We'll be leaking some alpha, but then once it goes public and they're gone, they're gone.
Is that a mile of ETH?
That's actually a little bit, it's 2 miles of ETH.
2 miles of ETH.
Or 2 miles of Spork rewards is actually what you get. So it's 10,520 or something.
Cool.
Okay, so remember, go to ethdenver.com for the links to the galleries and the swag. We'd love to see you around social media. Obviously, come down to the art gallery. I'll actually be there frequently as I'm available to just kind of hang out. We will be there. But then on the 26th, if you're in town, send us a message, DM on Twitter or in Telegram, and let us know, because we will be making a very short list of invites to a party that's going to be happening that evening at the art gallery. All right. Also, finally, but certainly last but not least, is you will be able to claim your SPORK on June 26th. So this is a preview, but all previous contribution, all previous patronage of our digital cooperative, our SporkDAO, is being rewarded with SPORK rewards. So for attendees, bidlers, artists, speakers, volunteers, contributors, whatever, you'll be able to come and claim your SPORK. Now, there will be, because we didn't collect Ethereum addresses for the first couple of years, there will be an email sort of mechanism that you'll have to come and send us an Ethereum address, and then we'll send you your SPORK rewards. So that's it for now, but we're going to have a little bit of fun. So if you all remember, back in the day, 2019, second installation, we had our friend Jonathan Mann come and actually create the Ballad of the BuffaCorn, which was our introduction, really, of the BuffaCorn character as the mascot and sort of fearless leader of the ETH Denver community. Well, we're happy to bring him back today to actually have a little bit of fun with us about. We're gonna have a little song, aren't we, Jonathan?
This is my fun dance.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, we are gonna do a song. And basically the way it's gonna work, I don't know if Justin, can you get I'm trying to see where I am here. Let's see. Right, okay. What's gonna happen right now is that we're gonna communally make
got a little buzz on you, man.
What's that?
You moved it and it started buzzing.
I hear that. Which one is that coming from? Oh wait, that should do it. How's that?
That did it. You're good.
I flipped the switch. It's on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of switches around me that I have to. We are going to do a collaborative song in the spirit of decentralization, in the spirit of DAOs. I am watching the chat over here on Twitch. And so if you're out there watching this, what I need you to do is put words into the chat. Now, it can be really about anything. It can be thoughts, feelings, ideas, anything that you want me to sing about needs to go in the chat. Okay, people are starting. Perfect.
Beans, spaghetti.
That's just what I need. All right. And if we could get I don't know if it's possible to get the chat on the screen, Justin. I don't know if you want John's reaction to the song, but if you can get it's not necessary, but it would be nice. Okay, he says he's working on it. I see Desk Chan, Beans, Spaghetti. Keep them coming. We got a lot of room here. Keep them coming. Yeah, that's good. Desk Chan, Beans, Spaghetti, Desk Chan, Kindness, Chat, Mythical, Doggy Coins, Porks, 47 Glade today, Friendship Sing Song, Spaghetti, yeah, Porks, Doggy Coins, 47 Glade today, Porks, Doggy Coins, 47 Glade, eat Denver, Bean Spaghetti, eat Denver, Sports Castle, eat Denver at Sports Castle. We'll be going there again very soon. In person, it's only June, it's happening February. I made that part up myself. Eat Denver, flying buffalo. Swag, get it before it go. Love, guitar, kindness, mythical, Chad Doggy Coins, Pork. Yeah. Come on, everybody. Give me some more to work with. Eat Denver, Sports Castle, eat Denver, SporkDAO, PorkDAO, 47 Quay today, sing song, wow, Giraffe NFT, Governor Poland, Nature NFT, Giraffe and a SporkDAO, kindness, mythical, East Denver community. So what I plan to do with these songs, I do these songs every once in a while. I'm doing these kind of collab songs. And we have this record of everyone that participates. If you put your words down, that's a record. And eventually, this song will be tokenized, right, as an NFT, and then fractionalized, and everybody that participates gets a fraction, a piece of the tokenized song. So that's a reason to participate. If you're out there, there's 50 of you watching. SporkDAO, nature, talent, SporkDAO, community, Spork 101, Web3, LFG, Spork Marmot, Mountain Country Road, eat bananas, oh, let's fucking go. SporkDAO, eat Denver, Sports Castle, eat Denver, bananas, Spork Marmot, Web3, heart, star, unicorns, BuffaCorn, Pega BuffaCorn, yeah, too big to fly. Why? How does that work? Horizon, iced coffee, art, music, and muffins, nature, eat Denver, SporkDAO, NFTs, oh yeah, Colorado jam, blockchain, be kind to each other, be kind to each other, empathy, nice NFTs, let's fucking go, with the empathy and patience, oh, love, patience, empathy, music, art, and NFT, banana, ha, yes, blockchain, John and Justin, go. Gary Vee, where did he come from in all of this? Oh, I don't know. Iced coffee, unicorns on the horizon. Spork Marmot with a banana and a unicorn. Muffins. NFTs made into muffins. Sporks are very useful. IRL NFT gallery. Pocahontas, Crypto Voxels, Pocahontas, Gary Vee, Pocahontas, Colorado Jam, Ethereum Denver at the Sports Castle with the SporkDAO. Okay, that's it. I'm calling it. That's the end. Excellent. Thank you all. That was very good.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, dude. That was
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah, anytime you need a
So
song made up.
I heard there's a little there's a little sort of ideating happening on another song that you're going to drop here.
SporkDAO, the SporkDAO song. Yep.
Yeah. So any little alpha that you're going to drop on that?
I don't remember how it goes, man. I literally what happens is the minute I write something, it's out of my brain. It didn't have a horn line. It had a horn line, right? It was like don't. Yeah,
you played the initial music for it. Like you were like,
I know, but then I forget it. But this is how it goes. It goes don't SporkDAO. Don't.
Yeah, that's the one.
SporkDAO. Yeah. I want to do something like especially silly. I felt like that would work.
So I have a feeling that's going to be NFT'd and available for auction at the party, right?
We're doing that and the original BuffaCorn song, right?
Right. I heard that. So, by the way, that's a good thing to tell people. So, the original, you can still find the original BuffaCorn song.
There's actually two really fun things you can find. You can find the original if you just type in BuffaCorn Jonathan or something into YouTube, you can find my original song. But also, if you go on the ETH, I was looking at the other day, if you go on the ETH Denver YouTube page, you could find the really silly performance that I gave in 2019, where I was on stage and we summoned the BuffaCorn.
Oh yeah,
like with the song. Like I sang the song and I got people to sing along, and we summoned the BuffaCorn. And he came, and then we got him to take a nap. We sang quietly to him, and he laid down, and we put him to sleep. So I think what we should do, I think we should tokenize both of those, because that's part of ETH Denver.
Oh, it's Ethereum history. I mean, literally, we've been doing NFTs since 2018, literally. And we're about to some of our art. I mean, we're literally we're tokenizing our entire portfolio. And literally, you can own a piece of ETH Denver history. I mean, I love that. And not just ETH Denver history, but it's Ethereum history. I mean, this community is one of the biggest in the world, and certainly a main stage, one of a few event that everyone from around the world wants to come to. So we're just making our tent even bigger. So let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm super excited. We'll do this one. We'll do the two, and we'll do the two classic BuffaCorn songs.
Awesome.
Cool, man. Thank you, everybody, for your excellent words. That was really fun. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up here for the kickoff event for the SporkDAO launch. Don't worry, you didn't miss it. It's just beginning. This video will be available for rewatching on ethdenver.com. In addition, you'll be able to see the presentation that I went through at ethdenver.com. You'll be able to link to all the different things with MetaFactory, Unique One for the NFT auction, the CryptoVoxes link, everything that we're doing. And then we'll reconvene June 26th. Here in live stream, we'll be doing a live walkthrough of the gallery. We'll be doing all sorts of other things. We'll be making some really important announcements about the ETH Denver 2022 installation and wrapping up our community distribution of SPORK rewards, in addition to everything else, the culmination of all of our swag drops, all of our alpha drops, all the different things that we're doing that give you the ability to become deeper and more involved with our community. So thank you, everyone. It's been a ton of fun. Again, I'm John Power with Russell Castanero from the state of Colorado, signing off from the ETH Denver Command Center in lovely Denver, Colorado. And we'll see you around the Ether space. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.